So I'm kind of stuck here. This might be a good campground. The cops won't bother me. Just took my first crash here. Hey guys, I am ready to install my new darkside tire. As you can see, I have the tire off. I also changed the brakes, and while I was at it, while I was waiting for the tire to be put on, I changed the brake pads and the oil. So with that, this bike is going to be ready to roll. Here is the darkside tire mounted, and I had a car shop install it, and they charged me $55 to install it, which I think is well worth it, because wrestling a car tire onto a motorcycle rim is pretty difficult from what I've done in the past. I did try it and install one, but it was much too difficult, and you're much better off just taking it to a shop. This is the back side of the bike. As you can see, there's nothing really wrong with it. The brakes on there, the chain is still relatively new, and it's just dirty. You shouldn't let your brake caliper hang off of the hose, so let me just grab that really quick. So I split the brake caliper, so this should go in, and you just have to make sure it's well centered. The tire is very easy to fit, so I put the axle this way. It doesn't really matter which way you bring the axle in. I have the chain hanging off like this. Let's get the chain on. Now we just have to tighten this bolt. You have to make sure that this one's tightened quite a bit. And then you also have a safety cotter pin. Take an extension, just give it a few more turns. I put a pin through here, just give it a little bit of a whack. The darkside tire is on there, and now let's go for a ride and see how it behaves. We got to break in this tire. I am about to step out just for a little bit and do a break-in of my tire. Alright, it feels pretty good so far. So one of the things that people don't realize when you start riding motorcycles is that you have to break in your tires. I think it's generally a good idea to break in your tires, and I've had many bikes, many tires, and if you ride a little bit aggressively before the tires are broken in, then you could slip. So the reason we break in tires is usually when you buy a tire, to make it nice and pretty, the manufacturer will put like a nice wax on it. You know, it looks very slick when you look at it. It looks dark. That's usually something that they put on just so it looks good in the shop. So those tires are very, very slick. You know, normally you can break in a tire within 50 miles or so, but as a motorcyclist, you want to make sure that the sides are scrubbed in. Basically putting a little bit of wear in the tire so you can grip much better. Like in sport bike tires and these darkside tires, they grip extremely well because they're a very soft compound. Serious corners, and be very smooth while you're turning. Here is the tire so far, just a little bit of ride in, and you can see on this particular tire it always scrubs a little bit off of here, so you can see this is the chain hitting the tire. But on the V-Strom 650, don't be alarmed. This happened to my previous tire. It's just a little bit in the beginning because there's so much meat on this side. One of the reasons I wanted a smaller tire, but I couldn't find any, especially of this, you know, stickiness. that's just something to kind of keep in mind. It will hit this, but don't be too alarmed. It's just a little bit in the beginning. All right, guys, I am back from my initial ride on the V-Strom, and you can see I did about 40 miles, and the tire is excellent. I am glad I put this tire on there, and I'll probably do about 30,000 miles on this one, and I'll get a new darkside tire. I really like this.